All right, Beisel Bros, episode 38. It's a little bit challenging one for your favorite athlete that ever wore it.
Mm-hmm.
Randy, we have to start with you. You had one guy come to mind.
Yeah, Tremond Williams for Green Bay. The only reason I remember this is because I never bet against them, ever. I love the Rodgers era there, so... and he was always kind of like, he was like pretty much their best DB, give or take. They had some studs in between that, but like, and I loved him. He was a great player for them, right? So,
Oh, yeah, one of the best.
And like one of our favorite betting wins was the NFC Championship, right? So,
Or Kuhn blocked Peppers, and then he delivered to Cobb.
yeah, it's like one of the greatest wins of our
Ever.
entire lives, right? So, and Tremond Williams was a star on that team. So that's the only guy came to my mind. This is one of the, I'm thinking I had 39's obviously easy as fuck, but 40 is going to be tough.
These 40 numbers will be a little bit.
Some of them, 43, nothing's coming currently. So
it's going to be like a fullback or maybe like an old goalie or something.
Yeah, and then 44 has about 100 guys there.
Yeah.
What about you? Anybody?
One guy, rest in peace. One of my one of our favorite athletes, man, Pavel Demitra.
Yeah.
I think he's probably one of the top athletes to ever wear the number, period, man.
Oh yeah, like I don't even know. Rick might have to Google how many guys have even worn 38.
It's really slim
I couldn't think of a guy in the NBA.
Yeah.
Couldn't think of a guy in baseball. So
no.
Rick, anybody coming to you?
So definitely not. So I did have to use the old Google machine here, and it honestly upsets me a little bit. I didn't get it, but it also makes sense. JDD, Jeff Druin Delorier, he wore 38.
We have his pads.
We do have his pads at home. Yeah. So when we won the million, one of the first purchases I made was buying his pads.
Because we used to play hockey at the rink, and we always need a goalie for all of our buddies.
Yeah.
So like, let's just buy goalie shit.
I'm serious, Rick. I'm 6'1", like official at the doctor, not the bar 6'1".
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm serious. His pads come up to like my belly button.
Yeah,
like,
no more. Like
they're
under
like under my chest.
Delorier's pads, and they had no fucking
no knee protection.
And you know what I put?
Yeah, but he just have like.
I put them up for consignment because Vench has like this is stupid
and our all of our buddies are like Winky wore them, right, and it's like literally as tall as him.
Yeah, man. Because he what was he like 6'6" probably?
Yeah, he was a tall dude.
Yeah.
I when I was playing some beer league, we used to play Tuesdays at 1 p.m. at KC Twin 20 some odd years ago.
Yeah.
And I would, anytime there was no goalie, no problem. The arena had equipment.
Yeah.
So I just go borrow the arena equipment, throw it on, and let's fucking fire away.
That's like us, man. We're not, I mean, Jared was a goalie, but
yeah, I definitely was not a goalie.
But I always saw, I'll suit up. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
You just kind of improvise, right? Be athletic. We're big, right? So
yeah.
But his pads, Oilers are beautiful fucking pads, but they're gigantic, man.
They were like $600, man. Like that's pretty expensive for Totem,
they're game worn Oilers pads, right? So pretty cool.
But all of our buddies, it's a mix, but like some of our buddies are shorter, and like those pads. Yeah. I just want to give a shout out to Dave Scatchard as well, Rick. I know you probably missed Dave Scatchard, but he always had the hammer in NHL 99.
Yeah. For the Islanders?
Yes, for the Islanders, yeah. I always rostered him on the fourth line just in case I need like a fight. So Dave
Scatchard. Like an angry dad.
Exactly, yeah. No visor.
Mm-hmm. There is at least, there's a couple baseball players.
Okay.
Kurt Schilling.
Oh, that's a
that one's gonna annoy you guys.
That's gonna piss me the fuck off.
Then you got to go back a few years for these two. You have Steve Carlton.
No.
And Yogi Berra.
Yeah. I mean, those are some fucking stars.
I mean, Yogi Berra would have been a cool call.
Schilling pissed me off because his when I was a kid, I for some reason really hopped on the Bo Sox bandwagon.
Massive. Yeah.
And when they started coming back, then when Damon hit the ground, in Game 7, I see like ice those fucks. And the bloody sock for Schilling. It was a very legendary team. Pedro's my favorite pitcher.
Why was his sock bleeding?
I don't know. The surgery?
There was
there's
no surgery yet.
man.
It's sex.
It's
Rick.
sex, Rick.
Rick,
Rick,
at the end of the day, buddy.
I dislike the Red Sox very much, and I very, very much dislike that stupid. Why is your fucking ankle bleeding?
But it's so.
But Rick is
sex sells.
You're
buddy.
100% right on the sex cells. I can't argue that.
Everybody remembers the bloody sock guy's a hero. Blah blah blah. It's the greatest moment ever. So. I mean, the when the Red Sox one's like one of the greatest shit.
Yeah, I mean, like it's like it kind of it doesn't remind me of, but like when Kurt Gibson hit that home run, right? When he was like limping and he was just doing this the whole time. Like it's like
boomer celebration.
Yeah, I know it's a very boomer thing. Like Mario Lemieux, right? Yeah. His boomer like pump.
Yeah.
Like, but what I'm saying though is
showing off back then.
Yeah. What I'm saying though is that it's hot when a guy comes in, limps in, and still does the job.
Well, speaking of limping, and how about Paul Pierce with your Boston hat on?
Yeah, exactly. When he got wheeled out, I know exactly. It's hot to be wheeled on. Have a neck brace, and you come back and hit.
And you know what that culture is WWE. Man.
It is.
That's what it is, because it's for show. It adds entertainment.
That literally was Kevin Nash sitting in the wheelchair with the blanket over his leg with a broken leg, and he just moves it, gets up, he's fucking fully healthy. Exact same fucking thing.
Yeah.
So
that sock sold for like millions.
Yeah. Well, hey, who's the richest Boston Red Sox fan? Okay, the guy's probably a billionaire. Well, I'll buy the fuck DraftKings.
Great. Now he's got a sock fucking dipped in fucking Kool-Aid.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Ketchup sock.
Anybody in the NBA, Rick? Because I mean, you found some fucking stars in baseball.
Honestly, like I did athletes in general.
Yeah.
And it gave me names that I had never heard of. So then I went to the leagues specifically, and not really.
I'm really a fan of
Jeff Cross, Victor Favarani, Victor Kriirappa, Dale Wilkinson, Saban Lee.
Awesome, man.
Savion Lee?
Saban.
Nick Saban's son. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Nick Satan.
Well,
at least one of you guys played for the Celtics in 13-14. Vitor Favarani.
Vitor Belfort. All right, man.
Yeah.
Awesome, Vitor Belfort.
Hey, we should talk a little UFC tonight.
If you want, yeah.
Well, actually, it's tomorrow.
I have to ask you guys this. On this day in history, Scotty Bowman won his 9th Stanley Cup. Is Mike Babcock winning his 2nd this season with the Edmonton Oilers?
Is he coming? Tell us your sources, man.
It's a really interesting situation once you kind of get your emotions out of it. Because once you heard about it, everyone's like, oh my God, it can't be Mike Babcock. Just because of everything's gone through. There's another way of looking at it. So just consider this. The Oilers went to the NHL and said, hey, listen, can you do something about this fucking Vegas and Cassidy thing? And the NHL looked into it like, yeah, not much we can do. I mean, there's something you could fucking do. So, okay, you guys don't want to do anything there? How bad do you want to keep Babcock out of the league? You don't help us with Cassidy. We're bringing Babcock back.
So
we are talking about doing a coach for 1 year. This literally could have been a Babcock for 1 year till Bruce is out.
Okay. But why? But this is the thing. Why him, though? They have to run a full just an investigation to what he actually did.
That's part of the stuff. I wonder if they knew when they were getting into this, if the NHL told them, or what exactly that is. Also, how bad can it be? Because Babcock's allowing this to happen.
But but you have to think they went to McDavid. They went to Dry. So like, are you cool with this shit?
Yeah, I mean, those two guys will be fine.
What about Hyman?
He's not going to pick on anybody at the top of the mountain.
He's going to pick on the bums.
He's going to pick on the
bums already have the hardest fucking time in the league.
So they're fine. But I also a lot of guys that come out and said, like, listen, based on X's and O's, Babcock's a genius. What if you bring him in and let him do the X's and O's, and it's like you're not allowed to talk to a fucking player, and your assistants are like, and I'm just using names and like. Go tell Craig Berube he's got to do something to the fucking... Craig Berube's going to sit there and fucking bark back at a guy like Babcock. This is not the way it should have gone, but I don't know where the fuck we are.
Is he a genius, though, Rick?
Yeah,
seriously.
I'm watching people, like, they think his X's and O's are very good.
Okay, but, like, let me just, like, be contrarian. I know for the Ducks, he took a Ducks team that had no business. I know Giguère was like, fucking Jesus Christ, I get it, okay? They went to the final and lost, right? And I know in 08 or whatever, 09, he went with Detroit. I know. And
he hasn't done anything in a
well, that's the thing, right?
time.
Okay, so he wins with Detroit. Look, this how it went. He basically was like, took a Ducks team that had no business being in the final. They made it, whatever. Then he goes to Detroit as a great stint there. They win a cup. But you look at their roster. I see it's stacked. They had all the guys. They're Lidstrom, Datsuk, all those guys, right? But then he wins Team Canada in 2010.
That's
okay. Nobody gives. In my opinion, I don't
any one of the three of us could have coached that team.
Okay, well there you go. Okay, so he has 1 cup, 2 golds of the 2 best teams in the history of this country. Goes to Toronto, complete fucking failure. Goes and embarrasses himself in Columbus. Why is he?
Was he the issue in Toronto? Toronto's had that exact same team and never done any better without him either. So at that point, you're looking at. However, when you look at this team, there are similarities to the Toronto team, being heavy up top, you're questionable on D and whatnot. I'm
just saying, is this guy worth the risk? Really?
No, I think it's kind of out the door now. I do believe right now the front runner for the Edmonton Oilers coach is now Daryl Sutter,
which I love because my Baba hates him, and I can't wait to see if she flips the end.
So when he was with Calgary last, they were terrible goaltending, which is not on him, but they were really good 5-on-5, and they were really good PK. Yeah. 2 things the Oilers could use.
Yeah, so I want to see if my Baba flips the heel side with Daryl because she wanted to fucking my Baba's a bigger Oilers than anybody in this fucking studio, by the way. So and she
because she probably got a party with the Oilers back in the fucking 80s.
No, she was fucking. She's 95, bro. She wasn't partying, man.
How old was she been back then? Then
she was born in 35. I don't think
she was 60 at the first birth at the first cup.
She's 50.
50 at the first cup.
Yeah, so
you're partying, man.
She is a partier.
You're out at fucking David's on Argyle back in 85, and the Oilers come in. You're gonna be sitting there, 100%.
Well, the reason she hates them is because that fucking dog or whatever on
Harvey the Hound.
He was in the he did something to one of her friends that was sitting in the Coliseum at one time, and that's where she really started to hate them. So but she hated fucking Daryl Sutter, man. She obviously hated Johnny Gaudreau more than anybody, Ginla, all these guys, right? But she hated Ginla and Kiprasov the most. She hated Gaudreau, man. That little fart. That's what she used to call him, right? So, R.I.P. He was one of my favorite players, she fucking hated Daryl Sutter. So I can't wait to see if she's accepting.
Well, because he always has a scowl on his face, right? So it's like he's
I don't think the guy's ever smiled in his life.
I would love if he is our coach because Chris Knobloch, this has nothing. He's gay for sure, right? And it doesn't have anything to do with it. But get fucking angry, yell at somebody.
So this is like a dodgeball thing. You gotta get mean. Yeah. You gotta get angry.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Okay, so that's what you're saying.
They would fuck us over and he would just be like, yeah.
Okay, so you're Patches O'Houlihan with knobcock, essentially.
Man.
Okay,
I want a fucking guy that's gonna yell at the fucking ref, man. That's how you get a call here and there. Knobber, and too many dick coaches. Knob. Woodcock, Babcock, enough cocks.
We have a whole bunch.
Hitchcock.
There's way too many cocks, bro. We need Sutter. We need an angry guy that's gonna yell.
Don't forget Tippett.
Yeah, Tip. What the fuck?
Yeah, we've had a lot of coaches with us.
Akins. That was that Pokemon snake. That's a cock, wasn't it?
Ekins.
Ekins.
Yeah. Right. Well, boys, speaking of Atkins, he's probably the same length as Wembanyama, would you say?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Fuck.
What's your prediction?
I have a special. I think they're going to win the fucking series. I know this is the thing. We always flip on the show when we can cash out our bets, right? Mm-hmm. So I said Knicks would win the series or that they were a completely coin flip live dog. Obviously,
for plus 230.
Yeah, obviously, how it's gone their way so far. This is how I look at it. I think the Spurs will win tonight, okay? This is the thing. Wemby is the leader of this. Where's not LeBron, a chicken shit fucking coward like LeBron, right? And I, I actually like LeBron more than your average like asshole white guy that lives in Edmonton. But he's a fucking. The reason he's not the GOAT is because he's a pussy, and Wemby isn't. So I think they get it done tonight. And they'll go into Game 6. It'll be the most hype game ever, and I think they'll win that game too. And I think whoever wins Game 6 will win win the
Interesting.
championship. Yeah.
Okay, so what right now have you looked?
Yeah,
What is the Vegas odds right now?
Rick will bring up the exact line on Coolbet for us. I'm gonna throw about like 300 on it just because I want to be right.
Okay, but what price are you getting?
I think it was like plus 425 or something.
That's it to come and win 3 in a row.
Yeah, well, they have 2 at home, man. What is it, Rick? Plus 500? I can't remember what the fuck it was. It was something like that.
Spurs Knicks series winner.
Yeah.
Knicks minus 500.
Yeah.
Spurs plus 365.
Yeah, so I got them at plus 425. That's what I remember.
Okay, that's pretty good
So
value,
people are-
man.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They're probably like an 8-point favorite tonight. Nobody's going to take the fucking Knicks tonight, man. The Knicks don't even want to win it there. They want to go home. It's going to be the greatest game in the history of MSG, man. They're going to fucking choke, which I don't want them to, but because my money's on the line. I just have this feeling the Spurs win, man.
What'd you say the spread was for today?
Oh, I
Probably
guess
I guess it's
7.5.
6. I'll guess it's 6.
Spurs minus 5.
Okay, interesting.
So it's moved, man.
Yeah, we might have to. We have to take them minus 5 tonight. We might have to put that as a cool bet pick of the day.
Okay, so your cool bet pick of the Spurs minus 5.
but yeah, I think they're gonna whoop their ass tonight.
Okay.
I think the Knicks will go down early and like, yeah, let's just go back to New York. This is it, man. This is the
I
game
think-
that's our legacy on the line here.
So the reason I think you're going to be correct is it's not sports related. It's just let's just like call a spade a spade. Like the league needs this. They need the Spurs to win.
yeah,
tonight.
exactly. And look at Game 3. They fucking rigged it for them.
Exactly.
Anyways, right?
Yeah, Wemby like 4 flagrant
and then
fouls.
the Game 4 collapse. I know it hasn't really even been seen, at least on that stage, really. But
no, I think we know that this has happened in the history of the NBA and the history of sports.
mhm.
You know, they need this.
Yeah.
It's just like the San Antonio Queen, or say the Sacramento Queens.
Yeah.
Right. It's
Yeah.
the same shit.
Yeah.
The league needs this. They need at least 6 games. It
Yeah.
makes the most money. It'll be one of the most watched games in NBA history.
Yeah, they're not. It's not gonna be Knicks in 5. That's just like it's fucking stupid.
It's
man.
stupid.
And
It
this
Knicks
doesn't.
in 5 in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's
No,
yeah,
it makes
exactly.
no
If it was
sense.
Knicks in
That's
5
in New York. That's okay.
Yeah, sure.
That's okay.
Different.
But to have this game 6 at MSG, like that's the biggest.
I
game
think the Spurs win by 20
But is
or
that
more
the
tonight.
biggest sporting event in the history of MSG? Is it, Rick? You're
Probably
well,
not.
okay, but hold on.
but
Probably
what's
not.
bigger?
No, hold on.
WrestleMania?
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like there could have been a boxing
Yeah,
match, and
there's-
it could have been
but ask a New Yorker what would they say about that?
No, it's definitely gigantic, man. It's probably in the top 5 ever for sure. I'm just saying, like, what if for the fans? Probably, yeah.
As a person from New York, is that not the biggest? game?
Yes, because you have to think the Rangers aren't the Knicks.
Yeah.
Ali Frazier Super Fight 2 is in MSG.
Okay, sure, but for the fans, you're saying?
Well, now this Rick brings up, I know there's big events like this thing, but those kind of like the lore of like the old days always outweighs shit. In the
Well, of course,
present.
Mike Tyson probably fought there a couple times too.
Yeah,
right?
and
You
even
know?
Rangers Canucks is a fucking huge deal too.
But I
mean,
think that the Knicks trump, no pun intended, the Rangers.
they, of course, yeah, but
because nobody else plays there.
I'm just saying because it's 2026, people give less fucks about this shit.
Definitely.
Just naturally, people are
Naturally.
demoralized, obviously, and don't give a fuck about anything anymore.
Yeah,
but
the energy is sucked out.
if this was, let's say this was 1994, the pinnacle of the
Oh,
earth,
that's
this would be the
yeah.
biggest sport in the history of fucking MS.
for Knicks fans, yes.
But who the fuck? That's the biggest team in New York.
No, but like what Rick is saying is this super fight rematch is big for neutrals. People are going to
In the
watch it all
world.
over the world. I'm saying for if you're a fucking New Yorker,
I know
that's
but
the
NBA is
number
the
one.
second biggest league in the world, man.
I know, but like
It wasn't back when you were fucking when Ali was boxing.
yeah,
So
like
just
Ali
based on his
Frazier
Google
is
search-
like
yeah,
yeah.
just based on the Google search, there's the fight of the century, Ali Frazier.
yeah.
The basketball version here is 1970 Game 7 finals, where it's the Knicks.
Yeah, when that was the last time they won.
Yeah, Billy Joel has a concert there.
Yeah,
Marilyn Monroe's famous 1962 serenade of John F. Kennedy was there.
yeah.
WrestleMania.
Well, was WrestleMania when they literally risked everything on the company that when Roddy Piper and fucking when Hulk and fucking Mr. T whooped his ass, right?
Yeah, with
was it Ted
was the Warrior there?
and Piper? Or
no,
who was
the singer? Cyndi Lauper was there.
Yeah, like they had a bunch of celebrities.
And it was against Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff. Yeah, it was they put everything on the line for that. It was either like if that did not fly, wrestling would have died.
And
WWF would have died.
When you think about it that way, for me, that's the biggest event there because wrestling made my life from a 0 to a 50 out of 10.
Well, that's that's kind of what we're saying though, is like, what's the biggest event to the people? Because not everybody cares about Nick
I guess
Spurs.
to New York, it might be the biggest one.
Probably because they're so hungry. It's modern day.
New Yorkers are going to fight between this and the 1970 game 7 because it is Knicks on both times.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, outside of boxing and basketball here, then there's the music and entertainment shit.
Yeah.
But there's not, I mean, you're not going to have a football game there. You're not going to have any of those big stadium stuff there. So we're looking at boxing or pretty much anything that Knicks did.
Yeah. I think a dark horse, maybe not even dark, is the Rangers beating
94
for
50
sure.
years or whatever it was.
Because you look at the parade, it was insane.
Yeah, I mean, and hockey was popular.
It was a 50-year drought or whatever it was, right?
And
Messier was there and brought it back, and there was the famous "I guarantee we'll win," and they went off and won on his fucking hat trick.
I mean, that's the highest rated season in NHL history too. Was
94?
it? Okay. Yeah. So MJ left the NBA.
Yeah.
And hockey, there's a Sports Illustrated, is hockey overtaking fucking basketball in America.
In the mid-90s, there's an article at SI that said hockey was NHL was taking over NBA. The NBA's got to figure their shit out because hockey's on the up and up. And hockey read that fucking article and sat back in their chair and said, "We're the greatest. Nobody can touch us." And then everybody passed us.
Yeah. And so I guess honorable mention would be the Rangers winning that. But I'm just saying, like, just the drought the Knicks have been on, and it's at home against kind of the next, maybe Michael Jordan, if you want to call him that.
But the last game, the comeback is probably the biggest right now.
Yeah.
So we're in unanimous decision. The Spurs definitely win and probably cover tonight for the sake of all sports fans watching this because we need this. You can't have them win in 5. This is a very special opportunity for something crazy to happen, which is very rare, as we know.
Yeah, and I find the NBA they do a good job of making sure we get our money's worth. Whereas hockey, if Carolina won and for Batman and everybody else, like nobody cares.
Well, let's quickly cover that because I don't know if you guys remember me saying whoever won Ottawa, Carolina would win the cup, and I usually pick the cup. Right? I'm not trying to be a cocky asshole. I literally pick it all the time.
Well, next you need to put a G on it. So.
Well, you have to pick at the start of the playoffs. You can't pick it during the season.
There's no.
I think that Vegas wins tonight in overtime. That's my prediction.
So you think 7?
So
I hope it goes 7. I haven't watched a second, but what I've heard from my sources has been a great series.
It's been unreal, man.
I was at MKT and watched last 3 minutes of the game 3 when they came back.
Well,
I'm serious. It hasn't been on my fucking TV for 1 second, man.
It has not been on my TV at home for 1 second. But when I'm at work, sometimes it's hard to fucking stay away.
It was weird. I was at Hudson's White. It's fucking 4-0 or 4-0.
4-0. Yeah. They scored 3 goals in 39 seconds.
And I was like, oh shit, fuck. Okay, Vegas won. And then I go over to MKT maybe an hour later. It's fucking 4-3. And I saw the tying goal. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this series has been awesome. I guess,
it's been an unbelievable series. And the hockey's really fast. Like they're really snapping it around. It's fun to watch. And there's been crazy comebacks. I mean, you can't really ask for more out of a Stanley Cup final. I've been
flip-flopping on who I want to win, man.
I don't care. I'm pretty old now, so I care less.
I probably should admit that I'm cheering for Carter Hart, but
I mean, as long as Wanye's not here, you can admit to that.
Yeah, exactly.
So
speaking of him, I want to. What do you think the thought process on goaltenders is going to be starting next year? Because all of a sudden, that number 1 goaltender thing is out the window.
I know.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's a lot of fans here that chased out Stu, who might actually not been as bad as they said he is. You've got Carolina's got a goaltender who's took a day off because of a mental break in the middle of the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
To the point where they won't play him again.
No, he wasn't even on the bench, right?
He wasn't even on the bench. Like
which is crazy because he's guided them the whole season.
Yeah, but if he pulls a fucking shoot on you in the middle of the series, how do you put him back on the fucking bench?
No, he's not playing. Brandon Bussey is the best player in the league now.
He was their starter-ish during the season.
This is the thing. Rick has has nailed it. Exactly.
It's like running back.
It is, yeah.
All of a sudden,
it's a spell.
We would rather have Stu, Kulak, and the draft pick drop Stastny and Jari.
God, Kulak is the one that pissed me off.
He may actually come back this year because we're gonna have to fucking fill the.
Well, he's a good
hole.
Ukrainian kid. He'll come back to his roots, man.
Good, bro. He can. He's like Nurse, except not stupid. Like, no, seriously, man. He reminds me a lot of Nurse. Big, can skate.
Left-hand shot, yeah.
I actually do like
Rick.
Nurse,
you're right. Rick, you're right. I think that like the days of Curtis Joseph playing 78 out of 82 games is dead. I mean, that's dead.
At this point, can you get 55?
I think
the Stars might be pushing it.
The Stars will play 55.
And there's five of them.
The Vasilevskis,
And there's 5 of them.
There's 5.
And Vask probably can't do it anymore because he's probably getting too old and maybe hurt all the time.
Yeah, maybe not
goalie
him.
Bob, same situation.
Yeah, I would say I'm off the top of my head. Yeah, like I mean, fuck. Well, but I've been saying the same shit for the last 5 years. Go get Buffalo's backup and the Islanders backup.
But that's just it. Buffalo cycled their goalies in the playoffs.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so did Minnesota. So did they all did.
So but the Oilers got shit on because we had to do it the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, now everybody's fucking doing it.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't so bad for us in the first place.
I think that you're right. Number one, number two. Look at you could say about the NFL too. There's everybody is a spell running back, and there's no bell cow that gets 400 carries. Obviously, the game's changed.
There's certain little bits of guys.
Well,
I think Gibbs
they may be coming back again.
Well, it's the superstars. Derrick Henry will get the bulk of the carries.
McCaffrey. Right. I think Gibbs will get a big share this year. I think
Monty's gone, right?
But they brought in somebody who
they brought in Pacheco, but he's horrific, man. Compared to
Gibbs, you know what? Pacheco's a perfect.
He is. He can spell you, run hard when he's fresh. But Monty is the starter in Houston now. Him and Woody Marks are just complete 50-50. Charbonnet and fucking the guy they draft will be 50-50, right? Yeah. Everybody is. You look at Minnesota. I could go every team. Aaron Jones and fucking Mason. They'll be 50. They'll both lose their jobs at Claiborne, but at the start of the year,
they'll still get 25%.
Everybody, man.
Yeah.
But this is the thing, though. One thing I don't want to. I just have to insult Stuart Skinner just quickly because I think Loves proved how bad he is. He's a average to below average backup goalie in the NHL. You can't win a cup with him. Yeah, he is. He is, man.
I think you can play with him.
I don't think you can.
He can be your 1B.
I don't like it.
I mean, he went to the finals 2 years in a row.
Yeah. On the best team in the league. I can't back this guy, man. You look at Loves, comes in, wins fucking 3 in a row against Philly. They would have won that series if he started. It just shows, man, that he's not good, bro. Loves is way better than him. I like
but Sheloves also found a heat streak out in Vancouver for a little bit, and that fucking fell off the wayside too.
Yeah, I think he's just a touch better than Skinner, man. I think he's much better.
I honestly think Jari and Skinner are the 2 worst goalies in the NHL. I actually believe that. And then Kevin Lankinen's the 3rd worst. That's the fucking reality, boys.
And I think I'm serious. When you get Daryl in here and he fucking smartens this team up a bit, I think your goaltending, whether it be Jari, whether it be Stu, obviously won't be here, but I think they will look a lot better.
But they're saying I could name every team in the fucking league. I guarantee you guys would want the goalie that's the backup over Skinner. I guarantee.
I'm not a grass is greener on the other side of guy.
Okay, well, who's Calgary's backup goalie?
I just know Wolf is a superstar.
Okay, well,
Wolf might be playing himself off.
Exactly.
He may play too much.
Yeah, now Calgary's backup was their fucking starter, whatever the hell his name was. I mean, you could go down the fucking list, man. Trust me, you guys.
But that's what I'm saying is that all these goaltenders are so interchangeable.
They are.
That when it comes to whoever your goaltender is, it really doesn't matter. What you need is for that goaltender to get hot at the right time.
And I just think, I don't know who's behind the scouting and what goes through the Oilers day to day, but why can't we get a Vladar? Could you guys not see that this guy was a fucking decent goal? These guys are out there,
when
man.
He played him in Calgary, he was fucking terrible. He made that one save on fucking Leon, and then we lit him up every time after that because he got cocky. But at the beginning of the year, when he signed his $3 million contract or 3+ in Philly, everyone's like, well, majority of people are like, Good for you out there. We don't want him. But he found a couple months of hot hockey.
But it's so interesting because the problem has been the same shit. I know it's kind of like off track now, but like we've had Skinner, who I'm just gonna go. I think he's horrific. You go and get the worst goalie in the league now that also gets paid way too much fucking money. All they had to do was just get rid of Skinner in some fucking way possible. Sign 2 guys for $2 million. One of them will be a stud, man. It happens all the fucking time, man. But anybody but these guys. I'm in the thought process. Anybody but Jari and Skinner. That's the only 2 fucking guys I don't want in net for our team, man. I'm serious.
but don't you agree that Vladar could just be a one-off too? He could,
but we could get a one-off this year, and that will be that could take you. I just think it's
really, really hard to get a guy that is like everybody's looking for the Bobrovsky type.
I don't
guy.
want Bobrovsky. I want 2 Ingrams. You can't get me 2 fucking Ingrams. Like
we
seriously,
can have one of them.
Yeah.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
No, but it's been such a disaster. You had the worst goalie in the. You traded the second worst goalie in the league for the worst goalie in the fucking league. I really believe that, you guys. I think Skinner is the second worst goalie in the NHL. I actually think that.
What about like Eric Comrie? Like he's like 40.
I would love if Eric Comrie was our fucking goalie, man.
Bring Laurent back.
He's pounded all my girlfriend's friends. Like
Eric Comrie?
Yes. So is I don't know why they all fuck goalies, but what I'm trying to say is,
hey, they're flexible.
No, but I'm serious, you guys. I get that maybe this is me just being angry. I really truly believe that fucking Skinner and Jari are the 2 worst.
Okay, that's that's fair. Rick might
just
have a stat for you.
I'm just going over some of the goalie tandems here, and I'm like. I'm playing Stu over Daniil Tarasov.
I'm definitely because he's Russian. I agree. Yes, only because
Joel Hofer.
Hofer, dude, that guy is 10 times better than Skinner. Like
Rittich.
Oh, I can't believe he's still in the league. Riddick is still in the league.
Yeah.
At least he's an asshole swag. That's what I'm talking about.
If you wanted, if you want a number 1, you have to go to Minnesota this year.
I think they both suck. So I watched them in the fucking playoffs. They're awful.
But I think they're going to be all in on Wallstead.
Yeah,
where you could maybe get Gustafsson.
But I wouldn't pay him any more than $2 or $3 million. I'm serious. I wouldn't fucking pay that guy, man.
Well, it depends on what his contract is right now.
Yeah,
this guy's going to want $8 million for no fucking reason. Go get.
We may have a goaltender on the up and up though.
Yeah, we do. But I'm just saying, there's got to be. Some Anaheim's fucking not Anaheim because they're in our division, but like the Rangers backup and fucking the Devils backup. Go get those fuckers. I guarantee one of them gets hot. It's just not. Connor Ingram wasn't even the fucking league, man.
Well, you're not going to want Gustafsson.
Fuck no. I've never
just under $7 million a year.
I've never wanted somebody less.
6'8".
Whoever plays fucking goalie for fucking Minnesota is a fucking. I mean, Wallstead could be a stud, but he's not a stud, man.
Look, at the end of the day, man, there is no Hasek. There is no Wall. There is no Brodeur, man.
But there's no Federer. There's no Nadal. I get it. It was the golden era. There's no Rogers
But what I'm
anymore.
saying, though, is there is a Wayne Gretzky of our generation in this league right now. Like, there is superstars. Like, I'm just saying that, like, that age of a guy having a 1-8 goals against a guy with who Don Beaupre has a 5 goals against in the same era is dead.
I know, because goaltending's robotic now. These kids go to the school. This is the angles. This is how you play net. Yeah. Nobody's fucking there's no Hasheks. There's no any of these assholes. I'm just saying, go get the Devils back up and the Rangers back up.
I think they're trying, man. Look, the Oilers have always had a problem going and getting guys that are from this city that aren't qualified to play in the league. They thought, look, Jari played in the dub here, and we're going to fix his like mental and physical injuries.
It's the same as Griffin Reinhardt. That trade really fucked us, man. Horribly.
Right. So like you got to look, when a team hasn't won in 50 years, the organization probably isn't doing that great. I'm not trying to harp on the organization, but like what do you think the Leafs are thinking about right now? Why can't we go out and get this? Look, this cup's really hard to win. The Skinner trade, I think that he told them, I'm not playing anymore here. because he was beaten up so
Yeah,
emotionally.
I know people
just like
beat
Nurse, he can't tie his skates without being fucking
Exactly.
And
So
I get that, and like,
but he gave him an ultimatum, and who are you gonna go get? Like Skinner on paper at that time probably was the worst goalie in the NHL.
yeah,
He has a lot of upside. He's tall. He's big. He's been to 2 cups. He's young.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upside.
yeah.
But at the same time, who are you going to go get? Most goalies were playing better than him at that time. Even the young ones are playing better than him. So it's hard to get rid of this guy. He wasn't exactly a high stock guy because he ousted himself from the situation.
Yeah.
We're just going to leave it at that. The Oilers have a million different problems they need to solve.
I want them to get Matthews.
They're trying to.
I just want them to get Matthews.
No, but they're literally trying to sign.
How hot would that be, Rick?
I don't know how you pull it off.
I know they're a cactus.
No, he is horrendous.
He actually isn't, man.
No, he is not good, man.
How'd we
For
pull off that move?
14 million? Like that would be the last guy on earth.
I just no, but it's at this point now where I'm just enraged.
Okay, well, usually when you're enraged, you do dumb things. So getting Matthews is stupid. So
Okay,
let's move on.
Can you get to the Coolbet?
Yes.
Well, before we hit that, there is like the world's most popular tournament going on right now.
Okay, well, that's where I have 2 picks, man. Okay, perfect.
That worked out
I'm not
perfectly.
really.
Do you want to quit? I just quickly want to talk about the Canada game, man.
Yeah, you can talk
I
about
think
the Canada
blew a
game.
fucking opportunity.
Well, of course they did.
That's interesting because if you want, I think it was Thierry Henry had a bit of a breakdown after the game too, where he's like, you know what, going into the Copa America, they were considered that small country. You're not that small country anymore, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to go out and you have to win. And I agree. They didn't play a bad game, but their finishing needs to be better. They had.
Like
5 or 6 goals. Could have been 5 or 6 goals.
Like Jonathan David.
Jonathan David has to score there, period.
That is grade fucking.
But you guys, if you watch, I watched the Uzbekistan game, and these friendlies are taken very seriously, and I understand why. And he was the worst player out of all 20.
Well, there's an article in the Score today. They're like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy?
Okay, again, he may have mental problems. Everybody does. He may be injured. I don't know. A lot of the guys are injured. When I watched him in the game, it looked as if I was playing out there. I'm 36 years old.
I can't even
move. Like when I get up in the morning, like my back is so stiff.
You know what? At the end of the day, the reason this shit is unpredictable, and the only thing you should ever bet on is football, NFL, and NCAA live, is because you don't. You are bang on. I'll give an example. I did something with a girl. I thought I got her pregnant. She was a horrific human being, and I went goalless for 15 straight games. Everybody's like, "What the fuck's wrong?"
Oh, at Nate, yeah.
I couldn't think straight.
Okay, so
Jonathan Daly, he either has. He might have an STD. He might have got the wrong girl pregnant. His mom might be sick. He never. There's something fucking wrong with him.
No, there is something wrong with him.
That was on it. I would have scored.
Well, it
was on a tee for this.
No, I understand.
Guy.
His Promise David is better than him right now.
Yeah.
So we have to have Promise David up front. His cousin or brother. I don't know what it is.
He must have a brother he looks like Drogba for fuck's sake.
Promise David.
There, man.
He looked really. He's been injured. He looked really good against Uzbekistan. And he did have a goal called back, which was onside.
Yeah,
he's big. He's athletic. Yeah. He brings something else to the table. I think you bring David off the bench because there is fundamentally something wrong with him. He looks slow. He makes bad decisions. He can't finish. He was horrendous against that team.
He got played because of his
name,
resume so far, and that's fine. It's game 1 of the World Cup. It's in Toronto. Like, listen, there's going to be a lot of hoopla out there. You want to put those, but 61 minutes in, experiment's over. Yeah. And I believe you're right. I don't see him starting next game.
So in the first half, again, we played horrendous. We didn't play horrendous against Bosnia, but we lost the first half.
Yeah.
They lost horrifically the first half against Uzbekistan. They had like 3 breakaways, man. It was terrible. Yes, the weather was horrendous, but they looked dreadful. They brought subs in about the 55th minute. They completely dominated the game. There's another guy, I think his last name is Phillips, that they will bring off the bench. He's a complete game changer.
Yeah.
Schaffelberg helped.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he helped too.
Because he was an addition in the second half.
So Davies,
I think their plan for Davies is to save him for Switzerland, or if we beat Qatar, you're pretty much guaranteed to get through with 4 points.
The beauty of this shit is because of the extra teams, you'll get extra days off. So at least that gives him a more
6 days,
more
so
time.
We play Friday, then we play Thursday.
The thing I'll say about Davies, obviously he has a lot of problems too, and he's been coming off the bench for Bayern, which is a bad sign.
It's too bad.
But the quality, the difference between the majority of our team is MLS or low league Europe. Like some guys play in Greece, some guys play in whatever, Switzerland.
Like Rob
whatever.
Plays for Celtic, right?
Yes, like Rob is one of our better players for sure.
Alistair plays for Celtic, I believe.
Yeah, that's our buddy, and we just call him Rob because him and our buddy are like fucking spitting.
But then even he had a big injury this year.
He did, man. Yeah,
a lot of injuries, man. Kone, like a lot of these guys
could have. Honestly, man, I don't watch a lot of footy, but like I thought he might have got sent off for that challenge he had, man. It was fucking dirty, Rob.
Yeah. Rob is aggressive. Eustachio is good. Like the team is all right, man.
I just want to get to 32 and maybe we play like, Ghana or Sweden or something just average team like us.
If we finish second and Mexico finishes second, we play Mexico in LA at SoFi.
So we'll just get our ass kicked on.
No, we beat Mexico. Well, I mean,
we can only beat them in the snow, though.
I was going to say we may have to bring in the snow, but there's snow in California. They have mountains.
Yeah, maybe we could play them in northern
California. We'll get some truck drivers down there, fill it up. We'll get some snow. It'll be fine.
Plant the loony at center ice.
I think everybody's kind of waiting for Iran versus U.S.
Which also could very easily happen in the second round.
There's a lot of intrigue for sure, but I think for Canada, you have to take care of business against Qatar. If you lose to Switzerland, 4 points even in third place, 4 points will advance you.
There's going to be some third place teams.
Because there's some groups. It's like this is an actual group, but it's like similar. It's like Portugal, Spain, and it's like, as Wayne Gretzky says, Caraco, and then he'll botch, and then Jordan. That's it's not a group, but.
Yeah,
I know.
As Gretzky says, a Jordan and Caraco could be in there is groups like that where the good teams will probably win 3 fucking games, right? So
totally.
So a draw will be a third place team.
But if Canada wants to become a team that gets recognized, they need to win a game like last night.
Yeah, they do. And Bosnia, I know they actually played decent, but. You could tell they're not. Like, if we played them 10 times, we probably beat them 8 times in Toronto. Come on, you gotta fucking beat them, man. Anyways, what's your parlay?
So my cool bet picks of the night is the under in the Lions and Rough Riders. It's a similar pick to
your Elks 1-1.
Yeah, so the over with the new CFL rules is 4-1, and we pick the only under this year, and I'm gonna pick the second under this season. Rick's even clapping back.
I like it. So we have the Riders are -2 favorites. We have a number of 52.5.
Yeah, so
it's inside that 3-point margin. And you take the under, correct?
Yeah, so 52.5 to 49.5 is the parameter, and -2.5 to a pick 'em at home is the parameter.
Yeah.
You guys saw we won the first play. I think we're what's the last 10 picks here? 10-0? 9-1
and 2. I don't know.
With all the cricket winning, right? Yeah. Now we're winning these. So yeah, if you guys are following along, I think the Riders and BC under, again, the over has been just killing it this season with the new rules. But I really like the under in this game for obvious reasons. That trend is 64% it wins. That's one of the best trends in all of sports betting. So on Coolbet, 52.5. I think on Pinnacle's 52. So Coolbet has a better line. So go grab it now. It's -110. Simple. Perfect. The other pick I really like is the Haiti-Scotland game. Willigan's Penguin to get 3+ tackles for Haiti. So he's their number one defender. He's also like, I think he's like plus 150 get carded. So you can expect a lot of.
His name is Willigan's Penguin.
Yeah.
What about Annabelle Pancake?
Well, we can talk about her later, but
Okay.
Willigan's Penguin 3+ tackles minus 130 right now. I expect that line to go up to minus 160 with my system personally.
Yeah.
So if you parlay the under in the Saskatchewan game with Willigan's Penguin 3+ tackles, that you can't.
It's just it boils me.
It boils you. You pretty much can't lose.
Yeah.
He's very aggressive. He's very angry. And he's very dirty. And then the people have made fun of him for his name his entire life. So I think
he's a grudge.
Yeah, he's gonna
Like
take
Gizzy Chihuahua.
exactly.
Have you seen Gizzy Chihuahua?
Please, no, I don't want to talk about that. This is the picks of the night. If you parlay it, you're looking at probably plus 260-ish.
Yeah.
So Rick, Randy, I mean, we can all play this together if you guys want.
Just can't wait to get Penguins.
Well, you have to think, and
tackles
this is why the system works, because Scotland will have the ball. They'll have at least 60% possession tonight.
Yeah.
And Haiti's going to rely on the counterattack through him to make these plays. So I expect a yellow and his over tonight.
So hot.
Yeah. So look for Willigan's Penguin and the under in the Saskatchewan game.
Wonderful.
I know it is. Well, until next time.
Yeah.
May the winners be yours, and enjoy the World Cup. It's literally on from 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. It's like, if you're a degenerate, I mean, this is
the first 2 days were rough because there'd be like a 1 o'clock game, so it's over by like 3-ish. And then the next game is 4 hours from now.
Yeah.
But now we get into 4 games. It's back to back to back to back to back. Ride the couch, enjoy the time.
Man, you know what's sad though for me is I'm so busy in the summer that I'd really, this is like bowl season, and we don't. I haven't.
I know, but
I'm not betting on it, man. I haven't. I just don't have the fucking time, man.
But for you and I, soccer is a degenerate gambling sport. You have no idea. Like the U.S. scored in the 90th +9 from like 40 meters. It's like some guy lost 10 grand to that last night.
Yeah,
some guy won 10 grand. You don't know. It's for fun. I only have
one pick, and you guys know it is Portugal. +750.
No, we've talked about that. But anyways, get Willigan's Penguin in now, because that line will move, and I expect the Saskatchewan line to move down as well. So
excellent.